Hey YouTube, today's a little bit of a different one. So today I'm going to tell you what I bought this 4Runner for, why I bought it, and what should you pay if you're currently in the market for a 4Runner. So let's get into the numbers. So I think overall I got a great deal. I paid under MSRP and I paid about $3K under sticker. And I think in a past video I said I paid $3K under MSRP. It was more like $3K under sticker. So let's get into that. I got the window sticker over here. So not a cheap vehicle at all. You know, it's not cheap. MSRP, see, for me, I always look down here. I'm looking at total suggested retail price, looking at $44,333. The addendum sticker on the right, I don't really pay attention to that ever, even though this one did have all that stuff applied, but no, I don't even start negotiating. This stuff doesn't mean anything to me. I start negotiating here, and really, I'm trying to be here or lower. So let's get into what I ended up paying. So I paid $41,528. $41,528 for the vehicle itself. So you can see the asking price is $44,333. Now of course they're asking that $45,000, but again I don't even pay attention to that. So $44,000, but I actually got a pretty good discount. I got it all the way down to $41,528. So this is technically, I think, the MSRP, but really, you got to pay destination and everything. So, out the door MSRP to me is $44,333 after destination. So, I got it $3K under MSRP, so I'm super happy about that. Now, it's still a good deal. If you're in the market for one of these, from what I'm seeing is a lot of dealerships are not giving those kind of discounts. So, if you can get anywhere under sticker, you're in a good place, especially considering these 4Runners are probably going to go up in value. I really do believe that. And the other part of my deal is I traded in a vehicle. Now, some people, and I already know, will say, oh, you traded in a vehicle, so they took some money out of your trade. But no, I knew the value of my trade. I got multiple appraisals on the vehicle. I knew what it was worth. I've been in the car industry, by the way. I'm a car salesman, so I know the business. I know how it works. I got appraisal. I did everything I could. I knew the value of the vehicle was around $22,000, $23,500, maybe. Full retail, if you're selling it, $26,000, $27,000 on the high end. Really, I mean, that's MSRP, by the way. That's what I paid for the vehicle, it's $27,000. So it was a 23 Camry, and really closer to 26. But anyways, 23 Camry LE, and I got $25,000 in trade-in. And really, the actual cash value, I assume, is somewhere around 22 to 23. So they even over-allowed on the trade, and they discounted the vehicle. That's a great deal. There's no way around it. But if you don't know what you're doing, yes, they can take advantage of you, give you a huge discount here, and then steal your trade from you. And that does happen. But in my case, it did not happen because I did my research. I went over and got multiple appraisals. I knew what my car was worth. And I know that kind of stuff just from doing a little bit of research. So just do your research before you go, for sure. And the next thing is why? Why did I buy a 4Runner? Out of all the options for 40,000 plus SUVs and trucks, there's a lot of options. Now, I can say this. I would not buy a vehicle if it had the turbo in this price point, if I'm looking to keep it forever, or if I'm looking for something that'll actually be good value and hold its value. In my situation, when it comes to trucks or SUVs at this price point, so in my eyes, there was only the 4Runner and the Frontier were the main two that I were looking at. And I even looked at a Titan for a minute just to see, but honestly, the price, they're still expensive, even with a $10,000, $15,000 discount. So basically, I had the Frontier was in my mind. The Frontier was definitely a good option. I could find a good deal, but not in my city. I definitely have to leave my city. But I found a couple good deals. But the price was still so high on those Frontiers, so I was like, it was honestly hard to get a four-wheel drive. Really, I didn't want to be, I was surprised because one of my local dealers was not discounting at all, and I was just really surprised because I know a dealer that is, but you got to drive, and I just, yeah, and I really wanted this last one. What got me on this 4Runner was it's the last V6. The Frontier, I know it's going to be here next year with the V6, so if I want to do that, it's going to be there. And it's going to get redesigned and everything. So, yeah, it was the last one. So I almost had to pick it up before it was gone. And I knew it was going away. And I knew it was not going to come back with the V6. And the other mindset is value. Resale value, I think, on the 4Runner is going to be a little bit better than the Frontier for the time being, for sure. It's just a fact. I really do believe that because of so many different reasons, but especially I think there's a little bit more of a following to these 4Runners, and I think there will be a little bit more of a following when it comes to just because they're getting rid of that V6. You know, I mean that's sad. And this is an SR5, so it doesn't really have much of a following. I got the model that, you know, a lot of people don't want. It is 4-wheel drive, so that was a really important thing I needed to get. But the big thing is it is a 4Runner, and it has that V6, and it's super reliable, and people do like it. And it's an SR5, but I can make it how I want it. So I kind of like that because there's so much stuff I can do to this vehicle, and it's literally as plain as you can get it. So I can do all sorts of upgrades when it comes to all sorts of off-road stuff. It's actually really, really amazing. And to me, the interior, you know, I actually really like this interior. I know some people say it's dated, but to me, I don't really think so. I mean, it came with the leather-wrapped steering wheel, all the features you need. I mean, I like it, personally. It was just fine for me. It had everything I ever wanted and needed, so I was happy with it for sure. Plenty of room in the back. I mean, it was perfect for me. So I had no complaints on the interior. I know some people want bigger screens and stuff, but not for me. And another thing is it's capable. I can take this, and I think I'm going to take it out this weekend. You can take this pretty much anywhere you want to go. I mean, it's 4-wheel drive. It has A-Track, and A-Track can get you where you need to. It'll get you out of some stuff. Let's put it that way. This does not have a locking differential, but it has a feature that kind of simulates. It'll lock one wheel. It uses the brake, and it really helps out. So it can actually get you out of some stuff. So really, really impressed. And I've already taken a 4Runner off-road. I've already taken a 4Runner literally in the sand dunes, and they're just awesome. It's just something about how they distribute weight and how they get over stuff that other vehicles get stuck at. So it's pretty amazing. So I'm really excited. And it's just a sweet vehicle. Like, I don't know what else you can do. I wasn't loving the interior color at first, but it's actually really starting to grow on me, that beige interior. I really wanted a black on black, but honestly, I kind of like the beige more now. You just got to be extremely careful in the long run. So, hey, I love the vehicle. I want to thank every single one of you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like. If you liked what you heard, click that like button and subscribe because there's going to be a lot more coming. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned because we might be taking it off-road this weekend.